I'm Lorraine Vischer. I'm the past president of the Davis School Arts Foundation, commonly known as DSAF. We were founded in the 1980s by Patricia Hirschberger at a time when funding for the arts had been cut for public schools. The program was created to fund art in the schools by providing grants to teachers and artists who would then go into the schools and teach art lessons to the children themselves. Art it's really core for children. They are natural artists. They learn through touch and hearing and sight, all of those early in life. By providing arts for children, we allow them to grow in all those areas. Teachers have less time to teach the arts in the typical classroom day. Education has changed, and teachers have more curriculum areas to cover than ever before. They're expected to cover a broad curriculum in their classrooms that doesn't necessarily include those things. At the same time, we're recognizing just how important the arts are for children and child development. Children who have learning disabilities are often able to access education through the arts. Children who have physical disabilities, emotional difficulties, music, the arts, all of these things give them another way to express themselves. The psychological development of children, oh my goodness. You know, it helps alleviate depression. It gives ways of self-expression so that they're not just churning in their own worry or fear. All of these things are so critical to the development of a healthy mind and a healthy human being. And you can't take things like reading or math or sciences or any other discipline. You can't teach those to children without that base of curiosity and wonder and exploration that the arts instills.
We should include games. It'll be a good idea.
I was an elementary school teacher, and at one point I received a grant from DSAF before I was involved in it. We purchased djembe drums. We've actually accumulated funding enough over the years that we have a fairly solid base now that we've invested, and then we draw from that as we continue to fundraise as well. It's been an interesting time because you always have to kind of move forward and think of new ways to meet the needs of future generations. We've been around for over 40 years. That's a long time. Things have changed. Funding has changed. Resources of funding for arts have changed.
I thought I'm probably the only. Well, a bee. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that I'm making the same bee as him. 3D.
Yes?
Can you come with me? I'll tell you what I'm making.
Yes, just give me one moment. I'll be right there. It's all right if they want to.
Hi everyone, I'm Debbie Gross. I've been chair of the Davis School Arts Foundation since June of 2023. How did DSAF get started and how was it funded in the beginning?
Well, you know, it was started in the 80s, 1980s. It was started in reaction to, or response to, an initiative which was called the GAN Initiative. And it cut property taxes. And the effect of that was that it cut school funding because local schools are largely funded by property taxes. It cut significantly into the arts for the schools. And there was a woman in Davis named Patricia Hirschberger who was concerned about this, as some were missing out on the art because it was no longer in the classrooms. And so she founded the Davis School Arts Foundation to fund grants to teachers who could then bring in art to their classrooms. And it was wildly successful.
All right. I'll take a couple more questions and then we'll sit down. Yeah.
Excuse me, if you would put one in the middle, do you have to put it in the other?
Yours is going to be your own butterfly. It's going to be your own artistic expression. You can make it look like one of the real butterflies or a butterfly that you've seen, but you don't have to.
Yo primero veré. Vamos, chavo, ven conmigo.
The funding for the program came from local individuals, fundraisers, donations, and we were over time able to accumulate a nice sum that we have invested and taken the funds from that over the years to continue funding the program, along with many, many fundraisers by wonderful individuals like Bill Fairfield with Home for the Holidays, Watermelon Music, also the Davis Music Fest. All of these events help fund DSAF and bring the arts into our schools still. In the past, DSAF has funded art prints for teachers and artists to use for teaching drawing and painting, instruments for children to learn to play in our bands, theater productions at the elementary schools, choirs at the elementary schools. We've created murals on our school campuses, and there are many, many ways that they've contributed to the continuation of the arts in our public schools.
Great class for everyone.
Art helps create the opportunity and the foundations for children to learn more complex academic areas. Today, DSAF is providing site grants for all of the elementary schools in Davis. This allows the schools to do murals, theater productions like you are seeing in this video. It provides the artists the funds to come into the schools, provide the materials, and it provides equity throughout our schools because all of our schools are getting these grants and they can be decided on by the teachers and the principals together. So we're very pleased to be bringing those grants into the schools.